Alexa, turn off. Alexa, turn off. Why does this bitch not listen to me? Good morning. I'm all oiled up. I'm using this doTERRA lavender ball that I get from my friend Amy. I can leave the link below. I don't sell it or anything, but she does, and she'll hook you up. I have to be on a plane in a few hours. I've just had the most like beautiful morning. You look like I have this pimple and I have like some acne cream on it. So if it's looking a little shiny, that's why. I'm about to go visit my friend. We decided like super last minute that I was gonna fly to Milwaukee, so I'm really excited for that. And then I'll be back. I'll just make super short, like 3-day, 4-day thing. But I wanted to share just like how I spent my last morning of 2020, and nothing's really going to be different for 2021. This morning I woke up and just really got into this flow mode. And if you are new here, I talk about flow a lot. I'm just doing my dishes now because I want to come back to a clean apartment. I talk about flow a lot and how to tap into it. And flow is like this ultimate state where things just come to you when you're really in alignment. You know, like I'm a huge advocate for mental health and mental health awareness and self-help tools and personal development, and then also therapy, right? All the things. Hit like if you agree with that. This morning was so beautiful. I woke up and I immediately reached for my phone, not in the way that you would think, not to go on Instagram or Facebook, because I don't do that. I haven't done that for a few years now, and I will definitely continue to fill myself up, fill my own soul up before I share that energy with anyone via the interwebs. But I reached for my phone and I logged into this course that I'm taking. And sometimes I'll wake up right away and just watch something on the Nature Channel, or like a documentary on Netflix. It's just something very calm and easy for my mind to get into. But I have been diving into a lot of mindset things. One, it helps me, and it just helps me be a better coach for my client, but I love it so much it doesn't feel like work or studying or research. So I actually woke up with that this morning and listened to that for about an hour. And then I was like, okay, it's time to start my day. Like, I'm just waking up. I'm gonna make some coffee because I'm a little tired. I went to bed pretty late last night and woke up early just so I could get the apartment in order and finalize packing, get my mail, take the trash out, clean my bathroom before I hop on this flight in a few hours. But the biggest thing I wanted to share with you was that I had this moment of pure alignment, and I want to explain that to you just in case you've never experienced that, or in case you want to experience it and know what it feels like. Now, I always explain, again, flow and alignment. I know I went on a little tangent there. Alignment to me, now it's different for everyone, and if you want to leave in the comment section below what alignment means to you, please do. I'd love to have a conversation about that. But alignment to me really means that I am living out my purpose so much so that any external force, and even sometimes internal force, right, cannot take me off of my path. That no amount of self-sabotage, no amount of depression or anxiety, no amount of feelings that arise from other people, no person, place, or thing is going to bring me out of that flow mode. So to me, alignment is really where I'm in this flow mode and things are happening, life is happening, like that was an invisible punch and a slap in the face and a disappointment and a, oh my gosh, and all those things. When those things happen, alignment says, I got you, right? I got you, boo. Trust in the universe, trust in yourself. We got this. You have nothing to worry about. And it just becomes a thought that you observe and it passes. Gave you a little background because for me, after I tuned into that program for a little bit, I was like, okay, I'm ready to start my day. So I decided to do a grounding meditation. And during that grounding meditation, it was beautiful. However, I had this feeling come up of anxiety, right? And the really cool thing about this is that it wasn't anxiety like it lingered like it normally does. For me, I have these physical pain manifests from my anxiety. So whatever discomfort or tension I'm feeling in my heart, it actually translates into physical pain. I was doing that, I had this anxiety come up about something. And how I handle anxiety is I ask myself, why is this here? What was the trigger? And I always immediately try and identify the trigger. But I didn't even have to do all of that because I was in flow. I was in alignment. And I'm sharing that with you because it's not always like that. But this is how I know. This is how I knew. And I was like, yes, thank you. Also, I'm flying today. So it's like, do I have anxiety about flying? I've missed flights in the past. And I just felt called to share that because I don't think people are really always as open with their mental health journey. And being an entrepreneur and being on Instagram and all these things, you guys, we see these like perfectly curated videos and perfectly curated feeds, and here I am with a pimple and acne cream on it and in my bathrobe doing my dishes. Like that's a big part of why I'm excited for the rest of this channel, is like I get to share that part and more of these moments with you where it's not like perfectly curated, right? It's not like perfectly curated content. Anyway, my centering thought as I'm shifting into the new year is more of that. So I actually did a voice journal. So I use a recorder and I really like it because also from that, if I wanted to, I could transcribe it. And I do transcribe things because I sometimes will talk out my marketing plan for my business in recorder. I'll sometimes just put some thoughts like my purpose statement. I'll revisit that from time to time. And for those of you that don't know, purpose statement is like I help, I do, right? It just says who you are and your purpose. Like I help early stage entrepreneurs start, scale, and succeed in business so they can, or I help early stage entrepreneurs to decrease limiting beliefs so they can sell more online without feeling sleazy, right? Just kind of made that up, but that's a variation of all of my different purpose statements in one right there. But my centering thought is definitely more of that ease and flow, and it gets to be like that because I get to choose. I get to choose. That's the mantra, right? I get to choose what feels good for my life and my business. I get to choose how I wake up. I get to choose what strategies I implement in my business. I get to choose how I feel about those strategies that I'm choosing to implement in my business. I get to choose. And as we're shifting into the rest of the year, I want you to select a centering thought for yourself. What is a feeling that you want more of? What is a feeling that you want to call in on a more consistent, frequent basis? And too often we just get so caught up in the monotony of life that we don't even think about it. Now, my morning routine, like I mentioned, I woke up, I felt called to listen to this training. I did a grounding meditation. I got up out of bed. I made my bed. I make my bed every morning. I normally don't drink coffee because it's not really that great for my anxiety. And that's like a personal thing for me. Like it sometimes just amplifies it, but I've been feeling pretty good lately. And like I said, I have a flight, so I want to be awake for that. And I have some things I want to get done on the plane. All of this I'm doing before I hop on Instagram or Facebook or open my emails, because this for me is how I prolong that feeling of flow. And all of this is to say that that moment of flow that I just had to be like, wow, it came and it went. And that anxiety didn't stick here, and it didn't stick with me for a few hours, and it wasn't something that ruined my day. I was ready to observe it. I was ready to let it go. I was ready to breathe into it. I was ready to tap it out, meditate it out, all these things. But like in a super peaceful moment when I was doing a grounding meditation, that feeling came and went. And my goal is to keep that going. So I want the same thing for you. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If this is something that you have experienced, let's talk about it, because there's so many amazing ways out there. You get to feel good. You get to choose that you get to feel good. I'm gonna go ahead, oh my goodness, the anxiety now, right? I might be a little bit late, just kidding. Gonna take my trash out, gonna clean my tub, gonna check my mail. I do this thing when I pack a lot, and then the day of, I go through my suitcase again, I'm like, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. So I'm trying to keep it to one bag and a carry-on, and then my technology and my oils and my meds. I get migraines a lot, and then I'll be off. So yes, keep that centering thought, keep that magic going throughout the day. Until next time, keep shining your light. This is not my airport outfit, even though it would be a cute airport outfit, but it's like, I just checked Alexa and it's 39 degrees and raining in Dallas, and it's cold in Wisconsin as well. So I'm just like this, I don't know if you guys, I have all these little life hacks, I guess. Like this is like an in-between outfit. It's gonna go in my like in-between, like this is gonna go in my in-between basket, because just wearing it for a little bit while I clean up around the house and I get super hot. I am obsessed. So I know you guys have heard me talk about just like anxiety and unstable moods and things like that. So I have been loving this, and I will link it down below. It's on my Amazon store. That's not sponsored, but on my Amazon store I do get like a kickback. So pretty much everything that I'm like recommending may or may not be linked on my Amazon store unless you want it. And then this is another hack. So I get the most FOMO when it comes to bringing water to places, or like water to the airport, because I pretty much always have like my water bottle to save the planet. I just bring a little bit, and it's just naturally a little bit because this is my water from yesterday. So a little bit of a life hack. I'm like, yeah, this should be enough if I get direly thirsty at the airport. This is going in my purse for the trip. So is this, because mama needs to be happy. I'm going to get my nail. I don't like to wear my outside slippers, or my inside slippers outside. So I always bring snacks. Alexa, pause. Alexa, pause. Girl, oh look, you gotta work on your listening skills. So I'm grabbing some snackies. I don't like to be hungry. I like to eat when my body needs fuel. So I have literally a lot of carbs. I have pretzels. These little Ritz things, I love these. I love like that it comes in like a big box, and then inside the box are just these little things. And then oatmeal, because when I wake up again, I don't know like what the plan will be. I'm the friend who, like, if I'm staying somewhere for a while, I'll get groceries and do grocery shopping, because I eat a specific way for my body. You know, it's not a diet or anything, it's just there's certain foods that make me feel good, and I have a lot of food allergies. So I've got a little bit of protein in here, and I like to mix this up. In my purse, I also have a little bit of chocolate, so I'll be like munching on this, and it's enough to, like, carb heavy, but it's enough to keep me full. And then that is the last thing, and we are out of here. and I are going to go out to dinner and then hang out with her family for a little bit. So I'm feeling comfy. I'm gonna put a leather jacket over this and then call it a day. 2021 will be an amazing year for you because you now have a better understanding of what you want and what you don't want. Now don't say you don't. Yes, you do. Think about it. Write it down if you need to. 2020 taught us all something. Remember, because you always have a choice, if you don't like how that chapter is being written, you can end that chapter, turn the page, and start a new one. If you don't like how that story is being written at all, you can rip out the pages and write a new one as well.